to me.
And there's nothing to sell. That's the reason why it's not going to win. ESPN, even when ESPN used to be Friday night fights, remember that?
Yeah.
They always had Fight of the Year candidates, 2 journeymen. This was not 2 journeymen, Lee, but the same thing always happened to them. No one watched. No one cares.
All right, so it's off the list.
It's off the list, yeah.
James DeGale, Badu Jack. I did watch this fight that ended in a draw. It was okay. It didn't blow my socks off.
Both guys injured, down, rock'em sock'em. Yeah, it ends in a draw. It was a good fight, but don't know if it got as many views as the one we're about to talk about.
Anthony Joshua, Wladimir Klitschko. Let's talk about this fight, where literally for 10 straight rounds, Wladimir Klitschko dominated the fight.
Boom.
Okay, and if you look at even the scorecards, first round probably went to Anthony Joshua on a split of the scorecards. But after that, rounds 2 through 10 are Wladimir. He's ahead on the scorecards. He's coasting for home.
Yep. And then you see him get tired. It was coming down the stretch.
It was coming down the stretch. He's making the turn. He's whipping the nag. He's on the turn. He's on the outside. He's got a forehead. He's winning the fight.
Uppercut.
All he has to do. We're back to the age-old heavyweight. All you got to do is stay away from him for 2 rounds, and you have defeated Anthony Joshua. That's all he's got to do. Stay away from Anthony Joshua. You got this. And the uppercut that changed the heavyweight division, it was Rocky-like.
100,000 are watching, Lee. Millions are on TV watching.
Blew up.
Yep.
That's pretty strong.
Under Armour got on the phone, said we need to sign him. You see what he did for Under Armour in London or somewhere out there? Broke it, punching the window. That's awesome. I don't know how they pulled that off, but
sugar glass. Use sugar glass.
I don't give a shit what they used. I want him with goggles. I want him with the rubber gloves.
Oh, dude, he's done Dancing with the Stars in England.
They could be like, Andrew, it's gonna be smoke. I don't give a shit. That is the true golden child right now of the sport. You do not let. I'm sorry, Deontay. I'm dead sorry.
Deontay's a bitch.
What's he on right
now? If we had a bitch of the year, it would be Deontay Wilder.
Hey, I like that he's fighting Ortiz in March 3rd, you guys. He's
like that a lot. He's going to lose the fight.
I hope that the fight goes through, but we will see.
No, somebody will be tested.
Al Heyman just got him on a reality TV show. Atlanta Housewives. I think that's what it was, bro.
Yes. Literally, God help us.
Yes, Deontay Wilder.
I got to hear Deontay Wilder on a reality show. Be a bitch on a reality show. I've never seen... He is bitch of the year. Straight up bitch of the year. Won't hear any of the cool stuff, but there was a technical moment. Roman Salido fight, right? Miguel Roman takes on Orlando Salido. I watched the fight. Interesting, entertaining fight. I don't know if it's fight of the year.
I don't like it because of the 25 defeats, Lee. You expect those two guys to take each other's head off. It's a crossroads fight. They said it from the very beginning. These guys are both action fighters, but they're fighters that are always on the bad side of decisions or just the bad side of the night overall. So no, I can't call that fight of the year. There wasn't that many people watching this thing. There was a fight on ESPN the same night that did almost 2 million more views. So no, this is not fight of the year. It was a good fight. Give them credit for beating the hell out of each other, but not going to win the award here on Fight Net.
Ringrat, Rungvisai, Secret Ringrat versus Roman Gonzalez. 1, 2. I'll throw 1 and 2 in, okay, just to be a nice guy. Who cares? Sorry.
It's gonna fall in the same category.
Right. Which takes us to the final match, fight of the year, Canelo Alvarez versus Gennady Golovkin. While it might be event of the year, and you're going to have to make a strong argument that it isn't, it's only got one other that's close. I don't think either of these guys let it go. I think they both fought technical outside matches and didn't really engage each other. I think they tried to box.
Canelo did what he had to do to win that fight.
Right.
Sometimes you have to play a chess game instead of checkers when you're facing someone that's bigger than you and described as a heavier puncher. I mean, all those power checks that went on Triple G side going into the fight. So I thought Canelo pulled off the fight that he was supposed to. I thought Triple G did a great job of pressure too. Lee, it's a draw. You know, so they brought their A game. It's a strong fight for Fight of the Year because of the controversial decision, right? There was no good ending. That's why everyone's demanding the rematch.
But when you call Fight of the Year, to me, Fight of the Year is I'd watch it again.
Oh, they're gonna watch. The numbers will be up on the rematch. No, this is the most anticipated. Klitschko versus Joshua.
The rematch.
No anticipation.
No. I'm talking about will it be remembered in the annals of history?
Lee, I don't know. We haven't seen it yet. But what if one of them comes out and knocks out the other guy?
That's the rematch. That's not this fight. We're talking about this fight as the best fight of the year.
This fight got ruined by just a snowball of people that were upset about the decision, that it wasn't the decision that they had predicted. That makes it a bad fight.
I think it suffers it's like the Andre Ward thing, right? Where Andre Ward got the decision. Andre Ward should have been fighter of the year, pound for pound fighter. Exactly. He should have been everything, but everybody wanted.
It's like what we talked about this weekend. You know, I told you, Richard Steele, they hated this man. They hated him when he stopped the fight with Chavez Taylor. Why? Why? He asked the kid twice, "Are you okay?" And the kid's trainer is not the ref. I'm sorry, everyone. I heard a few mistakes during that call, but his trainer Duba's jumping in the ring. The bell hasn't rang. You can stop the fight because of that. Yet the media, the crowd, the people, everyone turns on Steele. I'll tell you, it's what we watched in the last 3 rounds. Lee, I couldn't believe it. Lee, this is why I'm getting so excited. Now, I've watched that fight numerous times. People, you got to remember, it happens in 1993? I'm 13 years old when this fight happens. I'm not judging fights the same. I'm thinking of Chavez's score system.
Richard Steele, and I was lucky enough to interview him, had the line of the day. The only people that get upset at referees or even at him are the dime store bettors.
Of course, but Lee, that's the majority of sports watchers. That's why these snowball effects can happen.
But I'm saying from when you're having a discussion about Fight of the Year, oh my, what a knockdown drag! It wasn't.
But it was. It was ruined by the fans. It was ruined by the media. They don't give.
I look at it from which fight was I? Look, I thought Roman Salido was more entertaining as a viewable fight.
That's insane, because what I seen that night was a pitcher's duel. If you like the art,
would you be happy with a super? Okay, it's like the argument. Would you be happy with two great defenses? Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Well, then how are you?
And the only analogy that I can give to it for anybody listening is, would you be happy with 2 defenses in the Super Bowl? And it's going to be a 6-9 football game.
If they're driving up the field and then there's a sack fumble or a strip fumble or yes, these are all moments in the game that people cheer. Yes, sir.
Right. Cheering, and I understand your argument.
Is what makes people happy.
Okay,
they don't care how
and that's
it
the
happens.
point. It makes you happy. So
which
fight?
Throw the jab.
Klitschko Joshua, Triple G Canelo Alvarez. Which one made you happier when you watch it? Where you went, huh?
Well, shit. As a Saul Alvarez fan, that was a great fight he put on there. I'm sorry if you want your son to be a boxer and he's going up against a bully, the meanest kid on the block, the kid that knocks everyone right in the nose and puts them down. Holy shit! I wanted to look like Saul that night. The same thing happened when De La Hoya fought Trinidad. Going into the fight, you want to be the bully. You want to be Trinidad, big left hooks, power punching, break your nose with one shot. After that fight, you're like, yeah, I sort of want to be Oscar. Jab, combinations, in and out, defense. Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather going into the fight, you always want to be the other guy. Then Floyd's dipping, dodging for years. He's telling us my shoulder roll is the best thing. All of a sudden now all the kids want to do a shoulder roll. It's, yeah. No, I want to be Saul the night he fights Triple G. I don't want to be Triple G. Triple G looked like a fighter that took hella punches on his face. His face looked like a guy that was eating shots. Saul Alvarez went out that night. His face did not look like the face. His face looked like the guy that made someone miss 380 fucking times.
How did you manage to get another whole Canelo Alvarez rant in on this show?
Hey,
you must be so proud of yourself.
I'm just saying,
you
Lee.
managed before the end of the year to get another full tilt Canelo HBO bandwagon.
Oh no, they all want Triple G.
No, they don't.
All hate
they'll take whoever wins. No, they don't.
They hate Saul.
No.
If he was the golden child, he would have beat Floyd on a controversial decision and then beat Triple G. If he was the golden child. They're using us. They're using us fans, you guys. They did it with Oscar too. Go watch Mosley 1. Fuckers. They took that win away.
Fight of the
Oscar.
year, for God's sake.
Go look at
Pick the fight.
I'm just playing with you guys, even though Trinidad was a totally fixed call. But
we're
whatever.
not drinking yet, by the way. It's way too early. It's 9:52. I guarantee Andrew's not drinking yet.
No,
it's just
sir.
coffee.
Coffee, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And the last show, Lee. Got to give it to him one more time.
All right, so pick it.
Fight of the year. Joshua versus...
Yeah!
You didn't even let me finish, man. It was going to be Joshua versus Klitschko, though, Lee.
Of course
it was a strong number 2.
Because you came out of your chair, didn't you, when that punch happened?
When the punch happened, and I know what it means for the sport. You guys, you got to understand, right now,
it changed the heavyweight division. It made it relevant. You changed the entire division.
Floyd Mayweather is making kids turn their heads every day. Look at the number he's made. Conor McGregor came here for one fight and has now made enough money where he's almost telling his other sport to fuck off. This is changing the sport as we know it. And then you have Joshua, someone who's so dedicated.
And classy. He's everything. He's everything across the board. He's everything you want. It's like getting Ali as a champion. It's really literally what the sport needs.
He did the pose. Remember when he falls to his feet, Joshua raised both hands. All right. And the meme started.
Let's talk about event of the year.
And he's Muslim. He's Muslim too, Lee.
Let's do event of the year, and I think it's hands down. There's no argument for what event of the year is going to be. But first we'll start with Andrew, who's already done a rant on it. Triple G versus Canelo. Make a case.
The tickets were going for what, $20,000, $18,000 that night. It was sold out.
Yep.
3 countries were watching. 4 continents were watching.
I was there. I was in Vegas.
Lee, it brought back the middleweight division.
I got a concussion in fact, I'll remember that day because I got a concussion that day at a tournament.
Yes, Canelo Alvarez, Triple G. That was the boxing event for us this year, or for the internationally. It's hard, Lee.
Okay.
It really is.
I will do the next one for event of the year. Mayweather versus McGregor. And it's pretty simple. It's the single highest grossing ever. There doesn't even need to be a discussion beyond. We're talking about a guy who will not fight MMA again because he's made so much money. Mayweather moved into another full tax bracket because of it. Mayweather's final take is somewhere in the 200 million range with promotion and everything. Like, it's a crazy number. It's $250 million. The event itself probably generated just under $1 billion.
I forgot about that too.
That's fucking crazy money.
Lee, not only that, you know what?
For a guy who had a sparring match. It's a sparring match.
But Lee, they changed the way the internet is looking at sports now.
Right. Everybody went online to pay for it. Everything changed.
They streamed it.
Yeah.
There was 100 million people streaming this thing. I was on a website that had a Facebook Live page that had over 1 million people watching it on this one guy's page.
Yeah, it's different.
it's that is the drive now of the bigwigs when they're talking about why they need to get into